Oh, what up, what up? I can get my computer and everything fired up here. Been a while. I'm waiting on my wife to bring home some chicken wings. Sipping on some Henny. Got some time to kill. Just got fresh out the shower. Not a lot happening right now. My son is sleeping over at his cousin's house. I am at the house completely by myself, which almost never happens. But I'm too tired and not motivated to really do anything, unfortunately. So here I am talking to strangers on the internet. How are y'all doing? My fucking dog won't stop barking. Oh, boxing, nice. Like, are you starting boxing soon, as in, like, just getting into it, or about to go train and you've been training already and it's just another session? I feel like I should know this. You've been in my streams long enough. You've probably said it before. Oh, yeah, I heard that. Fortunately, my gym is open to 30% max capacity and social distancing guidelines. So, which even during normal times, like our gym is never at 30% capacity. Like there's usually never more than 5 or 6 people there at a time. So one of the perks of going to a powerlifting strongman gym in a small town. Just trying to learn. Oh, nice. You know, boxing's one of those skills that's never going to be a bad thing to know. Definitely more useful in a pinch than some other things. Yeah. I think most athletic people tend to catch on to things like that. You know, most people with any sort of coordination, you might not throw like a technically sound punch, but you have coordination and can throw, you know, a halfway decent punch as is. And then you can go somewhere and actually learn how to do it like the real right way. Be a dangerous motherfucker. Fuck this goddamn 8-year-old laptop does not want to fire up. Going into a deload week, I'm looking forward to. You know, given, man, I did so good at not really getting injured for a long time, and then now I just break myself over and over. What up, some guy? It's been rough since 2018 for me. It's like every time I start to get into a rhythm, something goes pop. Tips on increasing the press. This get fat and do more presses. Specifically for the overhead press, man, like just periodizing it like any other lift. And your best supplementary exercise, in my opinion, for an overhead press is going to be like a close grip bench press. Your close grip bench press goes up. Your overhead press is going to follow. But if overhead pressing is your main goal, like I would probably overhead press twice a week and then do close grip bench 1 day a week as a primary exercise. Of course, core strength goes a long way with all the lifts. It doesn't get talked about a lot, but you know, a strong core translates to everything. Except for my fucking old laptop not turning on. I mean, it's on, but not being usable. And I am not a techie. Press 3 times a week. I would sub out one of those. Assuming you mean overhead press on all of those. I would sub out one of those for like a close grip bench or some kind of laying down press. Even an incline bench press would be good too, but I would definitely start with close grip bench as my first sort of main variation. You're gonna get more, overload that way. Like I rarely have trained press like in percentage of my training career, if you will. It's only been an emphasis momentarily for a couple times. It just follows my bench press. I think the first time I ever did overhead press, I did like 250 or 260. I was benching mid 400s. They tried squats, bench, OHP, and chin six. Yeah, fuck 6 days a week in general. Like I like being active 7 days a week. But as far as like compound lifts, 3 to 4 days a week is generally my sweet spot. Um, like the other days, I'll do cardio, active recovery, things like that. Uh, but the heavier and the older you get, the longer it takes to recover. That too. It is all, perspective and what you think is important in life. I saw Greg Doucette talking about Jeff's dumbbell video on Instagram, or I saw it on Greg's YouTube that Jeff posted on Instagram. My latest upload is another Jeff video. I hate to keep harping on the Jeff Cavalier videos, but what I really want to do, and what I have been trying to do, obviously, I am a very, very small channel, but Jeff has the YouTube search engine like on complete lockdown. Like you search almost anything fitness related, and he has so much content that will pop up that if a few of us can get in those search engines, by some miracle, people searching for Athlete X or Jeff shit, and people can see that he is not the be all end all, and maybe there's some fraudulent shit there, and open some eyes. That's what I'm after. Obviously, it's going to draw more attention to my channel, which is great. If I get more subscribers and viewers, that's fantastic. That's definitely a positive. It's like I'm not going out of my way to be a big YouTuber, but I'm not trying to get some more attention either. But one of the perks, if you will, of being a small channel, and especially not even being a small channel, but like not being reliant on YouTube or fitness in general. Like I know some other smaller channels, they're still like they're coaching and selling programs as their main source of income. I get like $300 a year from YouTube. I've sporadically coached people. It's not anything I depend on, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And I don't really have any financial repercussions to worry about. It's not taking food off my plate. What up, Go Zebras? Can you replace conventional with sumo? You can. Like it's what are your goals? Is your goals to get the biggest total possible? If you pull more sumo than you do conventional, then absolutely. Do you compete in strongman? Then no, sumo's not allowed, so you can't do that. Are you just trying to generally be strong and fit? Then you don't have to be tied to sumo or conventional. So it's all goal related. But yes, you can replace sumo with conventional depending upon said goals. Or replace conventional with sumo, either or, vice versa. Yeah, I keep getting ads for YouTube Premium, but I honestly, I don't care. I don't mind the ads, being that I get paid from ads. I don't mind to see them on other people's. But I'll give y'all a little tip for those of you who don't have YouTube Premium. Like when I don't know if it's just me. Again, I'm not like a tech savvy guy, but whenever I cast YouTube from my phone to my Roku TV, there's never any ads on any of the videos ever. Watching it that way, so even like YouTube now has some, you know, former movies that were, some of them were big time movies, and they'll say free with ads. Um, Casting from my phone to my Roku TV, like there's no ads. Pull my hamstring second day back. That's not surprising. I'm sure you are one of many to get an injury getting back into the gym. It just sucks that you couldn't be something cool like pulling 500 or 600. Happened to be 135. You probably weren't warmed up enough. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, it is good, Black Phoenix. Things like that need to be spoken on, and you know, whether it makes a huge difference or not, it probably won't, but it will help sway some people. And if some people get swayed, if somebody ends up seeing the light, if it's one person, if it's 10 people, if it's 1,000 people, then that's a great thing. You can't fucking lie about your strength while you're selling strength programs. That is super disingenuous. I mean, it's super disingenuous if you were lying and just for the clout, just to gain followers and subscribers, and you weren't selling something. It's disingenuous. But being that you're making money doing this, it is your source of income. This is your profession, and you're lying about that shit. Nah, man, that is not cool. I'm just glad Alec on Curie kept his foot on the pedal. I'm glad Curling X, made the videos he did and really, took it to another level with outing these things, so it could be brought to light, and it made its way up the hierarchy of YouTube fitness, if you will, up to even now, like Greg Doucette. He's not letting his foot off the gas with it either. Say we take two people, one does sumo, the other does conventional. Wouldn't you say the one who does conventional is going to have bigger traps and stronger core and lower back? Probably, but the one who does sumo is going to have stronger hips, stronger adductors, and stronger quads. So I mean, again, they're two different things. It is going to be goal dependent. I mean, yeah, Zero. A lot of the same muscles are going to be involved, just to different degrees. Like you're still going to get a lot of the same development, and it's you can't really take them out as standalones. Like, because what else are you doing? What other movements are you doing? What other exercises are in your programming to build the entire picture? That's like somebody will post a meal on Instagram or on Facebook, and it'll be one meal from the whole week, and somebody will say, "Oh, you eat like shit. You can't eat that. That's bad for you." Blah blah blah. Without seeing the entirety of what they're consuming. But again, short answer is yes. You can absolutely replace conventional with sumo, or vice versa. Thank you, Ricky. I appreciate it. Thank you for following me on Instagram and/or Facebook. This week's meat prep video will be my next upload. It's already uploaded. I just haven't made it public yet with voiceover and commentary. But again, I was a bit cautious, trepidatious. Again, being very, very deliberate with my positioning. But it felt heavier than normal, but it didn't feel heavy, and it moved well. So a lot of it's going to be mental. That was the first one was 5 plates. This was 545. The next big mental block is going to be 6 plates. Usually, once I can start pulling 6 plates again, my confidence comes back, and then hopefully I don't re-snap myself this time. I mean, squat will strengthen pretty much everything anyway. Again, it's as far as like overall exercises, it's hard to really beat the squat. But it's your overall program and overall what your goals are. Yeah, Johnny mentioned me on his YouTube. I'll let me go over some of these other comments, see if there's any quick questions, and I'll get back to that because I kind of got a funny story about that. Jeff's real bench. I would say, again, I don't know because fake plates and all this and that. He could probably be somewhere between $185 and $250. I know that's kind of a broad range, but short arms, legs, deadlift more sumo than conventional. There you go. I mean, especially if you're a power lifter, do what you can do more with. High bar, ass to grass, sumo. I was wondering if my hamstrings. I mean, just do some hamstring curls, do some GHRs, some RDLs. There's other ways to hit your hamstrings. Moth Dog, I've been doing a fuck ton of reverse hypers, and they seem to be helping. I have nothing scientific to add there, but they feel great. There maybe depending upon how this goes. I don't want to hit up all the same people again because my connections are my connections. For sponsorship, like immediately after this one, depending upon how much they get out of it. But I could certainly see doing another challenge in the future. I don't know what it will involve, but they're fun. I'm glad that I got this involvement in this one. I don't know if I could go back to back with it though. The challenge is going great, Matt. Again, Candido made a video mentioning it today, so that's awesome. Anyway, let me get back to that, though. I want to talk about this, so if y'all got questions, I will get to them momentarily, because this might go on a little bit. Let me get the old vocals warmed up. Have a good one, Zero. So, yeah, Candido mentioned me in his YouTube video today. This is not the first time, like, a bigger YouTuber has mentioned me. And bigger being relative, and this is what I really want to harp on too. So this is how far fitness has come. So I think my first time of somebody bigger mentioning me was probably Dan Home Physique, and Dan doesn't post on YouTube anymore. Me and Dan are still like this. Like, he's one of my best friends from YouTube. We've sent each other. I sent him Pop-Tarts and shit, and he sent me British candy and stuff, t-shirts, etc. We're pretty tight. So anyway, a long time ago, I went to bed one night and I woke up the next day and I had like 35 extra subscribers, and this is when I had, I don't know, 400 or 500 total subscribers, and it was the first time somebody had mentioned me, like that, and I was like, holy fuck, waking up at that point, because back then it was mostly, sub for subbing other people, and you'd get one at a time, and it was people just sharing training footage and stuff like that. So yeah, to get 25 or 30 subscribers overnight was big to me because it had never happened before. And Dan, I think, at the time, probably had around 10,000 subscribers, right around there. He was a bigger channel back in the day. And, again, he mentioned me. And it wasn't like, I don't think he was like giving me a direct like shout out. Maybe he was. It's been a long fucking time. Or maybe he mentioned something about me being strong, my bench press or something like that. Anyway, the next time Omar Esoff had Jeremy Hamilton on his channel, and Jeremy benched 405 for a set of 10, and I did a humble brag comment on there back before they were cringy, and it was acceptable behavior, and I said something about, oh, he's got me beat, I can only do 405 by 8, and Omar replied something about, oh, that's pretty good or something. I bet the comment's probably still there. Uh, but anyway, just him replying to that, like that video of mine ended up getting 2 to 3 thousand views, something in that neighborhood, and I got like 100 subscribers just from Omar replying to my comment. And again, you got to go back. This is, gosh, what is it? 6 or 7 years ago. So the community itself was a lot smaller. There was a lot less content creators and influencers. And yeah, I got like 100 subscribers just from Omar responding to a comment of mine on his channel. Then Brandon Campbell at one point mentioned me with. I did a video with my cabinets open, and he liked to mention something about that. And you know, he mentioned my channel by name. This wasn't as long ago. I think this was more recent, maybe 3 years ago, something like that, 4 years ago. I don't know. And I think then it got to the point where that only got me like 30 or 40 subscribers, and this is Brandon not being at 100,000 subscribers yet, maybe being right around there. Definitely over 50,000 subscribers. The person who got me the most subscribers by mentioning me was actually Jason Blah. You know, I don't talk about him much anymore. I don't like him. I don't like what he stands for. Personally, I've said 1,000 times, a lot of his fitness stuff was not terrible. He had some good fitness advice, and I tried to only stick to that. And I was willfully ignorant of some other shenanigans of his until we were friends on Facebook, and I saw some shit that I just found unacceptable. Whether it was fucking joking or not, I have a hard time believing it was joking. But anyway, given his other behavior, Jason got me probably like almost half the subscribers I have right now. Like, I got 1,000 subscribers in a month ish from Jason, you know, talking about me. But he talked about my channel more in detail, and more about me as somebody programming, in regards to linear periodization, more speaking on me as kind of an authority figure in that sense. And I think that had a lot to do with it. Anyway, tie this all into Candido mentioning me. So Johnny mentioned me in a video he uploaded yesterday. I think the video now is around 14 or 15,000 views. So Johnny of like 200,000 subscribers mentioning me got me 0 subscribers. I had 3,350 subscribers yesterday. I have 3,350 subscribers today. If Johnny had mentioned me circa 2013, 2014, I would have got like 10,000 subscribers, you know, within a week. And that's just goes to show how far, like, not only has it been saturated, but just like the difference in commentators, YouTubers, uploaders now. Like, when I first started doing this, it was literally just to share training footage, see other people's training footage. A couple people back then had the foresight to look at it more in terms as something that could be monetized and, you know, be a significant source of income. And some more people had even more foresight to see that this could be a legit career path. And with that, there's certain standards. You have to, you know, there's a certain level of entertainment that has to come with your videos, which, quite frankly, I have no shame in saying my videos are boring as fuck. They're typically just training vlogs. Every now and then I'll post something informative, but I'm not doing these daily vlogs with these edits, high dollar cameras, you know, things of that nature, trying to go out of my way to entertain you guys. You know, every now and then I'll make a little funny haha troll video, and now you got people that are just absolutely flooding the fitness community with the career path in mind. So they're coming in already with like top-notch equipment. You know, they've seen how videos are edited. They come in studying the algorithm, with wanting to have channel growth in mind, and when somebody like a Johnny Candido or somebody of that nature these days, the shout out itself has been devalued, and also when somebody will go to somebody else's channel, whereas before if Johnny Candido would say, hey, subscribe to this guy's channel, 6 years ago almost everybody who watched that video would subscribe to whoever channel Johnny is saying to subscribe to. Now people will go to somebody's channel and be like, oh, he doesn't have those big pop thumbnails. Maybe they watch a video or two, or he's strong, but he's some old fucking boring dude, etc., etc. And it's, that's what people want nowadays. I'm trying not to sound like a curmudgeon about it, because I don't care. If that's what they want, that's what they want. That's not what I want to get into. Oh, my wife's home with my wings, so we're about to get off of here. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of a funny little story to share. Just how much YouTube, the community itself, has changed in terms of like shout outs and the standards and what people want to see, etc. Back in the day, if you were just strong as fuck, like, people would subscribe to you. Be like, oh, this dude's strong, I'm gonna go watch him. But now, people want to be entertained. People want to see all the cool edits. Johnny even mentioned I kind of suck at editing, which I kind of do a lot. But it is what it is. Again, funny story going down memory lane. Just the way things are now. But yeah, Candido's a true OG. Came here from the Alpha. Moth Dog, I had to eat a little crow on that one. Whether the first one was legit or not, I told him if he, could replicate it, I would say sorry, and I did, and it happens. Again, thankfully, I don't depend on this as a main source of income, so eating crow does not financially hurt me a bit. Maybe hurt the old ego just a tad. Bye-bye. But I'm going to go eat now. See you guys later. Peace.